I'm Dina.
I'm Nikki, and we're your hosts for CBD Madcast.
CBD Madcast is devoted to the legalization of cannabis and its impact in your community.
Visit us at CannabisBeyondDope.com.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Dina.
How are you?
I'm great. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. We're at CannaCon. We're very excited to be here. Thanks to our Healthy Roots Hemp products who sponsor us to be here.
It's so much fun here.
Talking to everybody. And we have had a chance to do a few interviews, but right now we are talking with Patrick with 22 We were talking with retailers, but you actually do something that's quite a bit different. It is very impacting in the community. So please tell us who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Right on. I am Patrick Seifert. I'm a Marine Corps veteran. And 22 was born out of a medical cannabis dispensary in Washington State, Safe Access Point. We were open from 2011 to 2016, closed down with everybody else in medical. When we closed our doors, we had nearly 3,000 veteran patients that we had to close our doors to. And shortly before, a few years before we closed our shop, I came across the number for, that we were losing 22 a day. And at first I didn't believe it, but, not to sound cliche or anything, but literally when I read that article, I knew that the road in my life had changed, and I was on a new mission. And that mission was to fight veteran suicide, because I knew that I was seeing it with my own eyes. Veterans pouring through my door. The other founding member, Randy Madden, he wouldn't even look at me for the first 3 months when he first came into my shop. I had to earn trust with all these veterans, and I was seeing firsthand with my own eyes what it was doing. And so we started having meetings in downtown Olympia. We would meet at a coffee shop, order old school pizza, and sit and talk. And we started having groups. And in those groups, we decided, how can we get involved? How can we help move the needle as far as cannabis legalization goes? First thing that we noticed was in Washington State, PTSD wasn't on the list of qualifying conditions yet. Neither was TBI. So out of the gate, we sponsored a bill out of Senator Colwell's office. Adam Cooper helped us draft that bill. We hand-delivered it down to Senator Hobbs. And now that bill came out of the Senate 3 years ago without one conflicting no vote. That same year, Colorado said no to PTSD. And so the atmosphere wasn't in our favor, but we got lucky.
We pulled through.
But by no stretch of the imagination do we feel that next time we go up there that we present a bill that it's going to pass on the very first try. But we got lucky. It was something that was needed. And,
that's right.
We still have 20 states in the United States that don't have medical cannabis. And those states, fortunately, for veterans, they can lose their benefits if they use cannabis, and there's not a state-recognized medical program.
That's
a crime.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's sad. It's sad. You've been doing this since 2011.
Yes.
And you are now doing this out of retail. And how have you changed your reach and been able to create that inclusion for more?
Great question.
Thank
Because
you.
since Rainier Express closed, I didn't have a place for veterans to come. So we created a program called the 22 Too Many Veteran Support Depot program. We have Ike's, all the Have-A-Hearts, Highway 420 Bremerton and Silverdale, Annette, sweetheart, love her to death. Mike, the owner of Green Lady, all their locations are support depots. We have Spark It out of Port Angeles, and Cannabis Sweet Relief in Port Townsend, and we're always looking for others that want to be a veteran support depot. Well, what's that?
Yes, thank you.
A veteran walks up to it, you'll see a 22, like you go into Green Lady right now, there's a big 22 like you see over by our booth in the window. That lets a veteran know that it's a support depot. They offer a veteran discount, they have the medical endorsement, offer medical products, and the staff knows to give more time to veterans if they come in, asking questions about how to use cannabis. The last thing a veteran wants to feel is rushed when he's in there. It took a lot for that veteran to even get to that retail store, let alone don't rush him him or her when they get there and they have a lot of questions about cannabis. And on the 22nd of every month, the staff wears a 22 armband like you see over there, a button, and they have a day of awareness for veteran suicide on the 22nd of every month in those shops. And they donate to our cause. Once a month they give us $222 to our charity. And that's what keeps our headquarters going in Olympia. Man, we're hoping to take it nationwide with Have a Heart, because you know how they're branching off.
Yes.
And
Yes.
we have a big meeting coming up with Have a Heart, hoping that they'll want to bring this program nationwide. And we're hoping that Salem, Oregon will be the first one out of state. So you're the first one to hear that. So we're really excited to hopefully open another support depot down in Oregon.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, they're in Hawaii, they're in Alaska, they're all over.
And we know our veterans are even more spread out than that.
Absolutely.
So they need the service and the support.
Absolutely.
And I like the idea that you're able to band together so that the stores actually understand that it is about taking time in a medical fashion. Are you noticing that the word is spreading amongst the survivors and amongst those that have come out of the service? Are they talking to each other about this program too?
More.
And is it becoming easier for them to step in on their own?
Well, here's another way we're making it easier for them, because right now, to grow legally 15 plants, you have to have a medical authorization. Those medical authorizations can run $100 to $200. Veterans can't afford that.
Right.
A year, right? I mean,
a year
$100 to $200 a year.
A year.
Yeah.
So
Plus
now,
your cost of product.
Absolutely. So February 22nd, we're hosting our third 22 Too Many $22 medical cannabis authorization day. And we offer medical authorizations to veterans for $22.
Wow.
And homeless veterans get them for free.
Oh,
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fabulous.
Yeah. It's an absolute blessing. The first one was busy, the second one's even busier, and this one's going to be even better. And we hope to have them, you know, every other month.
Yeah.
We're looking to try and do. Absolutely.
Wow,
Absolutely.
that's great.
Yeah. So that, you know, a lot of veterans that I'd never seen, heard of, are coming out of the woodworks now to get that card. Because a lot of people, well, what do you get with a card? You get a tax break. Have a Heart has a free medical cannabis program. I can send veterans to Have a Heart, and they get free meds. That's a program that the state offers that a lot of people don't know that is available.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
so if you ever see a retail store that, no, I can't give out free meds, you absolutely can give out free meds. The stipulation is you do have to be on the registry, but that's, for me, it was a choice. It was easy because I can't afford my med, you know,
Yeah.
and the meds that they supplement me with really help. So we kind of vet the veterans for Have a Heart. So they have to come to us first, and then we'll send them to Have a Heart. We'll make a phone call. Hey, I got
Yeah.
so-and-so coming. And
You want to make it legitimate too. You can't
Absolutely.
just have it be a rush of everybody, because you do need to make sure that the program can be there and sustainable.
Absolutely. And everybody sends back destroyed product, every retail store. Either it gets outdated or
Yes,
they just don't
yes,
sell it.
yes.
That's the product that they can give out for free.
Oh, and it's so full circle. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's huge.
And Have a Heart's the only one offering that right now. And every other, well, how many retail stores are there? 500 and
Yes,
something?
yes.
Why is Have a Heart the only ones doing it?
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's a great
I'm here to
question.
call everybody out.
Yeah.
Good for
You know,
you.
I've had stores approach me, well, how do I do it? I tell them how to do it, never hear from them again.
Yeah, yeah.
Why not? Why
I'm
aren't
sure
you
the
giving out
loophole
free
is
meds?
tough, but you're absolutely right. There's a way, and there's probably more than one way, because I can remember there's a little bit of legislature about, like, vendor samples can be given, medical specific vendor samples can be given with intention to a registered medical consumer
That's another
medical
way.
patient as well. So
Absolutely.
there are ways with the right research and backing, you know, because that's what it takes for credibility. But I'm so amazed by what you're doing. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. I'm excited to keep sharing it.
Absolutely. Say again, where do people go? How can they help? Give us an elevator
Perfect.
pitch.
22 Too Many is based out of Olympia. We have Instagram.
That's Washington State.
Yeah, Washington State.
Yep.
We have Instagram, we have YouTube, we have Facebook, and it's all 22 Too Many. So it's the word 20, the number 2, the number 2, and then the word many. It's a play on words.
Perfect, absolutely.
Like 22 is too many suicides a day.
That's right.
Yes.
So we have every social media platform that you can think of. So that's where you can find us. If you want to donate, hop on our website. We survive by our donations. And we're always doing something, bringing awareness. We're going to be in D.C. again this year for the 5th year in a row.
Nice.
You know, fighting for veteran access. I've been to the United Nations. I mean, we're just trying to scream from the mountaintops that, hey, we have cannabis over here. You know, a veteran that gets out of the military tomorrow knows 2 things about healing: pills and alcohol.
Yes.
That's all they know. That's old.
a dark road.
That's a
That's
dark
a
road.
dark road.
And oh, by the way, 22 a day. You know,
Yeah.
if there was a suicide wall in Washington, D.C., it would be 3 times as long as the Vietnam Wall. And nobody knows about it. Are you kidding me? Today, 22 veterans are going to commit suicide. That's 8,000 a year. That's more than any war we've ever been in now. We've lost over 100,000 veterans to suicide.
Who
when
have
are you
gone
going
out
to allow access?
and they've gone out to do our bidding, if you will. They've gone out to be our voice, our people, us, and represented in the world. And they come back with this inability to be reintegrated into the very thing they're out there protecting and taking care of, and it is disgusting. And I'm with you. I think that it is an absolute shame. And one thing that I can't wait for, Patrick, is when you and I and Nikki sit down again and talk about how it's 11 too many. and then it's 8 too many,
Right.
and then it's 0.
I would be sitting here right now if it was 5. Imagine 5 a day. I mean, that's still a lot.
It's
it really is.
It's unconscionable,
but it's 22, and there's an
yeah.
argument. People are out there that can give you a solid argument for 30 a day. You know, it's just, you know,
and what if they don't actually have the opportunity to take that next step, but just the suffrage all the way through to the idea that they would think they'd want to take that step? We can get them out of the suffrage with the beauty of the CBDs.
That too, but we also feel that under ethics, that we have an argument in all those other 20 states. If a veteran goes to his doctor at the VA and says, you know what, I've tried cannabis, this natural remedy, and I would like to try that and continue going forward with this treatment and put your pills to the side. If that doctor does anything other but support that veteran, that's unethical.
Yes.
He's
That's
trying
right.
to do,
Yep,
he or she
that
is
is
trying to
right.
do something better for their body. Oh, by the way, you send them to 4 or 5 or 6 wars. Come on, let them use what they want to heal themselves. I'm a veteran. I serve my country. I get to use cannabis. No, a veteran in Texas is no less than I am. You know, they should be allowed to use
And I'll
marijuana as
say,
well.
and I'll say, this all has to do with our laws. We are governed by laws, and we are governed by RCW code. So these are the things why you go to Washington to march, is because you have to change the law so that people don't have to bring the police in to enforce it, and that it becomes a legal behavior that you can do. But until then, there's nothing we can do. We have to get our voice back into our civics and learn that we're based in laws.
Yeah.
And your march on Washington falls on deaf ears if you don't have enough people behind you to create that swell of noise.
Yeah, and people mistake legalization with cannabis being free now. It's not. Just because the states come up and are legal for retail, I mean, there's still a lot of people behind bars right now for cannabis.
That's right.
And it still sets as a Schedule 1.
Yep.
Next to heroin. I mean, come on, crack is less than
Next
than
to,
marijuana.
yep,
Come on.
exactly.
It's disgusting. And being something that just grows out of the ground, that we literally can pluck it and do something with, just like a tomato.
Right.
And we'll also enjoy, I think, coming back when we get to say 8 and 5 and 0, we'll also be able to talk about the plant in a different way. We'll be able to have more of a conversation like we were talking about a tomato.
These years, this last decade is going to be known as the Dark Ages in the military.
Yeah.
How dare you allow 22 veterans every day to commit suicide and sat there and did absolutely nothing? How many people in Washington, D.C. take pharmaceutical money? You know, it's shame on them. Shame on them.
Absolutely. And the government is we the people, so we can't take it back. And it's been co-opted by those who have spent the time to co-opt it. We need to take it back so it can actually benefit us, we the people, by us, we the people. Those who are compassionate in this industry, like you are, Patrick, and like Nikki and I are, and everybody that we try to connect with. We're in it for a reason.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Good
for
job.
being with us.
Thank
Love
you so
having
much.
you on every time.
The passion here at CannaCon is through the roof.
It
It's
really
beautiful.
is. Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking the time and sharing with us.
You're welcome. Thank you. Love and light.
Thank you. All right.
That was awesome.
Right on. Follow Cannabis Beyond Dope on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
And click the like button. Check out more podcasts on SoundCloud, iTunes, and YouTube. Contact us or check out all of our content at CannabisBeyondDope.com.